Hello, welcome back. Maybe something will happen this decade, maybe not. Yeah, context, right? The context of playing humans, it's kind of exciting to think about us in space or how we would react to things, for better or for worse. But a hive mind, it's fun to just, like, dick around as. Yeah, absolutely. But I don't get the same sort of immersive enjoyment. I'm very niche for this. Like, Skyrim, I enjoy modding the fuck out of it so, like, the weather can kill you or you'll die of dehydration. I like survival games to an extent that's a little much, I think. And so for this game, like, playing Machine Empires, they're cool. Mechanics are very cool. Hive Mind, I think Hive Mind are mechanically arguably the best to play right now because of some mechanical reasons, but meh, you know, that's fine, I guess. It doesn't move me though. Do I really want sensors? Because we can't see shit anyway. Yeah, give me this, and then we'll go here. Give me one of these. No, not disruption field. Hyperlane progenitor. There we go. Now we only really need to generate one hyperlane here, but that's fine. When I first started playing Stellaris, back when it came out, I loved Synthetic Ascension. I don't like it so much anymore. I've moved to liking Psionic Ascension a lot more. Because mechanical reasons, like it adds something to do. Right? It's a loot box, basically, right? Just roll the dice, maybe you'll get a reward from the shroud, maybe you won't. But that's something, it's a new mechanic that you can engage with, versus either some admittedly nice traits from bioengineering, which isn't what it's called, engineered ascension? I don't remember. The biomodding one. The synthetic one is better because more puffs means more stuff, and more stuff means more ships, and more ships means you can conquer stuff. But, like, if your end goal is always just painting the map, then it's not fun or rewarding for me personally because the AI's fucking dumb. Even if you play on Grand Admiral with, like, 2 AI difficulty mods on, it's still really stupid. You're just, you know, playing with a massive handicap at that point, and that's not satisfying. So for me to enjoy the game, I change my goals. Now, the goal isn't galactic conquest, necessarily. It's immersion, and, you know, a different kind of fun. Do I just keep generating these? Yeah, why not? Nah, I'm not that good at the game, honestly. Okay, that's a lie. Putting in enough time, I'm good at the game. I am. There are people who are not as good as I am at the game. They're not bad at the game. I am good at it. But compared to certain other people, I'm not that good at it. There are people who are just insanely good at Stellaris. Just like any other game, I suppose. Believe you me, I'd be happy to move on to a game I'm less good at. But, Stellaris still offers a lot of potential in its design. I know I should build a second starbase to get us out there, but I'm kind of hoping that it happens holistically. Okay, alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna connect Sol to everything adjacent to it. And if we still haven't got an external connection at that point, I'll build one. Yeah, but they probably just use super meta stuff. Yeah. Which is, getting as many pops as possible, building robots early on, going for synthetic ascension, then switching over to... tech rushing is very, very popular. Essentially, if you're playing against the AI, you're supposed to use neutron launchers and that's about it to take them on, because neutron launchers have a slightly larger range than anything else in the game, and if you amass enough of them, you can just nuke a fleet before it's ever in range. It's all very logical, but it also makes me just want to die a little bit, and takes the joy out of it. Because a lot of the best part of science fiction is the mystery and the potential of something. Now, I just went with the worse option there because the worse option gave engineering research and the other gave physics and society. Generally, when it comes to planetary deposits, you're going to find more physics deposits and society deposits than you will engineering deposits. I don't know exactly why that is. I could figure it out pretty easily, but they tend to generate more often. So if given a choice, I tend to just choose engineering, even if it's smaller. Yeah, I find the meta for this game fascinating, especially multiplayer meta, especially like the competitive scene. Like technically, if none of your techs are about to finish, you should have no workers as bureaucrats, because Empire Sprawl doesn't really matter until you're trying to finish a tech. Then you do the math, you figure out how much this is multiplying it for. Once this reaches that amount invested, then you turn them back on, and the next month you are at 0 Empire Sprawl and it'll auto-finish. Then you turn them back off and just go back and forth. That way you can have the pops working other jobs and only working as bureaucrats when you absolutely need them. There are some crazy fucking people that play this game.
Scientific progress
This game apparently has a competitive scene, yeah. I don't follow it, but yeah, I don't know why you do it, because the game's not balanced. It's not intended to be balanced. It just sounds like a good way to get to lose your goddamn mind to me. Okay, well, we're done with this hyperlane progenitor. Go to fucking transit hub. Give me a resource silo. I might not keep it. What's our starbase capacity? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. Okay, Ross 154, you're getting an upgrade. Lumen 16, you're getting an upgrade. If I can fucking click on you? Hello? There we go. Barnard Star probably only connects to stuff we already have. Lumen, I can see those background stars. These two, at least. These three, it probably connects to. Ross probably connects to this. Wise might be able to connect up there. Let's start with those two. Again, I don't want to give us access to too much because the AI can't think. It can't think. And me applying any kind of critical thought to what I'm doing is... it's more than the AI can do. All full of jobs. Do I just want more housing? I kind of just want more researchers. No, you know what? Let's slow that down.
Finalized.
More industrial districts. And give me another science ship. Good God! Oh yeah, we got some mineral surplus, energy surplus. This is gonna make doing the math to figure out how much I actually have pretty hard. Devouring Swarm is a cool idea. I love playing against Devouring Swarms. Playing it, nah, don't enjoy it at all. But I like that they're in the game. I really like that they're in the game. I think they're very cool, conceptually.
Finalized.
But playing them, nah, I don't find it fun. Wait. Oh, okay. Why are you an orator? It's fine, I guess. Elite of elites, let's get rid of those bad traits we picked up.
We will build a brighter future.
Unspent civic points. I have the influence. Yeah, I have the influence for this. What are we picking up? Oh god, this is gonna take a minute. I don't actually know these. We're not doing agrarian ideal. Automated indolence, robot output, nah. Beacon of Liberty, maybe, but we don't really need the Unity. Budgetary thrift, nah. Byzantine bureaucracy, no. Lifelong learning? Nah. Idealistic foundation is actually kind of okay. Pop happiness is pretty useful. No, fundamental architecture is still insanely good. This just gives a free building slot everywhere. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be hard to pass up. Utilitarian planning. Nah. I mean, that building upkeep and district upkeep is pretty nice. Republicanism. Nah. Public works. Nah. Parliamentary bid. Nope. You know what? Functional architecture. There we go. Mining guilds. Mining guilds gives more minerals. Minerals used to be like the go-to thing before the introduction of alloys. Now minerals pile up pretty quickly, unless you're playing lithoids, right? If you're playing lithoids, then you tend to want a lot of
Construction complete.
Mineral income. Let's send you all the way over there. Okay, those campaigns have run out. Playing vanilla Stellaris after playing this, like, modded to hell version that I play is such a surreal experience. Because there's so many systems that I take for granted now. Like the... God, just half of the shit I'm doing in the game right now is mods. And thinking about going back to before times, it's just no, can't do that. And that makes sense. I really neglect the trading system. I really do. The trade system, you can set up automated trades, and it's very powerful if you use it right. But I don't do it. Early on, I try to keep things from, like, the stockpiles from getting full, and I'll, sell stuff, buy stuff. But honestly, after about 2300, I quit caring, and I let them fill up. Like, I really don't think you have to play super optimally to play well in Stellaris. I don't know. Early on, I got my ass kicked a lot in 1.0. The AI actually was competent early on, but then they kept adding stuff that the AI didn't understand, and they kept... Yeah, the AI falls off so quickly in so many Paradox games because they get it in a good place for release, and then they post dev diaries about, we know we need to get back around to it, and we care a lot about this, and yet, it's still not happening, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Is it because you can't sell a DLC featuring enhanced AI? And you gotta keep the income going so you can keep your jobs because you're a for-profit venture, and it's completely understandable because of capitalism, but it is a little frustrating because we're just seeing slow widening of the game, but not a lot of depth being introduced over time, and that's what mods are for, apparently. And there are some amazing mod makers out there. I just, I wish that Paradox would pay them for making their games better. We don't need to connect to Alpha Centauri. We're going to Hark. You don't need to connect to... Actually, either of these should be fine. Let's go with Lakaye. LaSalle? God, I can't... Okay, well, thank God I built that. Then Ross 154, you're kind of done this progenitor, so I'm just going to dismantle that so you don't pop back up. Trade way station? I don't want any of this, and I already have trade way station. Yeah, let's do that. Sure. Oh God, and Hark isn't connected to anything. Well, some modders, myself included, don't really want to be paid because we make mods for games that they love. Yeah. But there are people who put in an extraordinary amount of work and create mods that are considered by the player community to be more or less mandatory, like Gilly's planetary modifiers. When you can prove pretty demonstrably that you are bringing people to the game who otherwise might not be playing that game. At that point, I believe a little bit of compensation, or at least some sort of benefit, is deserved at that point. Because you're... And the Elder Scrolls is a good example of this. Skyrim has profited so much from the modding community. And yet, mods are largely free. As they should be. But these people who are creating value for the IP owners going uncompensated, that feels kind of bad. You know, artists deserve to be credited and paid for their work. Because their labor has value, even if they're not doing it for money. You know, be nice.
Anomalous readings detected.
Now, with that said, I fucking hate one particular modder, who I won't talk about, who has a Patreon for the latest build of their mod. That shit is against terms of service for all of Paradox's games.
Construction finalized.
And is in breach of IP, in serious breach of IP. Don't do that shit. Don't be like person whose name I'm not gonna say.
Anomalous readings detected.
Okay, we'll read this because this is new. This is the Mass Effect mod. The Mass Effect mod I played a little, and I've been really impressed with some stuff that they've done. I've also been very frustrated with some stuff that they've done. 2 heavily damaged vessels near 1337-4334-T1 have been identified as 2 merchant ships that are over 120,000 years old. The vessels themselves do not offer any valuable insights into the pre-Prothean galaxy, unfortunately. However, our science team has noted that both vessels were not crewed, likely being piloted by virtual intelligences. While the computer systems on both ships are non-functional, it's likely that both were engaged in brief conflict with each other, as neither vessel's cargo holds have been recovered. The discovery of a sizable cache of refined element 0 is an unexpected boon. There were no typos in that one, hell yeah! Breach of IP. So intellectual property basically means that intellectual property law basically anything in this game, any derivation of its code, any modification of its code, so long as it uses the base code or requires the base code, is the property of the IP owner of Paradox Interactive and Paradox Development Studios. If you use that base code, their intellectual property, to make something, a mod, for example, that you then charge people to have access to, you are using someone else's work to make money. Even if the mod itself you've coded entirely yourself or completely reworks the game, if it requires the base game to run or operates on the the core coding there, you're stealing other people's work, basically. That shit ain't okay. Even if Paradox could give some kickbacks, even if that would be nice, hell yes! Okay, it's Luton Star. This is the one I was forgetting that has a guaranteed continental world. I coded this and I still don't remember it! Alright. Now I care a hell of a lot less about expanding. Yeah, I wish the anomalies had more depth, definitely. There's a lot of good mods that, you know, try to add interesting anomalies, but they're all kind of just one-and-done type dealios. It's a difficult situation, right? If you create more depth, that's really great for the player experience. But if you introduce more depth, you then have to code the AI to navigate that depth, or to, you know, make the correct choices when given branching options or stories. And that's why a lot of things introduced are very like click and it's done, or have a very linear path through them instead of divergent pathing, because for every new thing you add to the game, you generally have to teach is the wrong word, but introduce it to the AI, right? Okay, well, this is now connected to everything it can be connected to, so Tradeway Station will replace that. You know what? Hey, yeah, no, that's fine. Well, just any branching tree. Any decision that gives you a choice between, like, choice A and choice B, the AI has to, in the event, have a 50% chance to pick this or a 40% chance to make this. You don't care about making decisions. So when you say depth and anomalies, you just mean like more kind of relic site things where you go and dig into it more, or I mean, depth can mean a lot of things. For me, I went with mechanical depth, like having branching choices and storylines, divergent storylines. I don't care about any of these. Habitability it is. Because I'm gonna colonize this, and it'll be at 90, I think? Yeah, just cite the natural processes. We don't need to terraform it. There's already enough fucking planets. Habitable planets. Why? We may not see them right now, but I know they're out there. Want updates on them. That'd be very cool, right? Kind of like how the relic system works. Like, or even have some of these have timers on them. Like, okay, not a lot of updates you can do there. Not a lot you can do there. Give me a good example. Nope, that's a bad example. Give me a better example, game. Give me something that actually sounds vaguely interesting. Like plasmoid life. Now, this is added by Gilly's planet modifiers, but I'd love to learn what they learn about the plasma life or singing star. Like,
System resources.
It makes the beginning of a Stellaris game so cool. Like, all this new shit that you're finding and learning about. And then eventually it just kind of drops off entirely. And, right, like you're saying, you're not getting these follow-up events to keep it in the back of your mind or front of your mind. Oh, just had to have a song with lyrics in it. Get out of here. Yeah.
Construction complete.
But on the whole, you know, they're okay. They're not bad. If you look at so many other Space 4X games, the anomalies on them are just very shallow. The relic system and the archaeology system at least add some sort of temporary permanence to these investigations. Yeah, at a certain point you do stop encountering anomalies, like, entirely. That's,
Anomalous readings detected.
because there's only so many anomalies in vanilla Stellaris that you will eventually run through them all. If you have a big enough galaxy and enough space, you won't find more anomalies because there are no more anomalies. But if you get a mod like Gilly's Planetary Modifier, or more events mod, or stuff like that, that'll help fill stuff in. To the point, arguably, where I have too many fucking things going on right now. Really mean to tell me I don't have anything better I could be building right now? I mean, probably administrative offices. I'm not happy about it, but yeah, give me more bureaucrats. That's what the world needs. I think this 10-year span, did you just get reelected? Son of a bitch. I wasn't paying attention, and I don't know. Hold on. I think you just got elected. I was about to say, this 10-year span is probably my last. Okay, we'll wait till the end of 2240. And if I did just miss the election, well... And it looks like I did miss the election because this don't look right to me.
Together
I'll probably
we'll build a brighter future.
stop for the day because this will be 3 hours. Yeah, because I just passed 2 hours. Yeah. And I should do something before the sun sets. I have a bunch of recycling I need to take out, for example. Listen, gene modding is nice, and I should do it, but more pop is better. Yeah, I think I just clicked through the election. It's still easy to miss. Well, okay, fair enough. Load this, my dude. It's slow going. But like I keep saying, Stellaris for me is just vibing. Let's take a look. Wow, Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. See, this is what I'm talking about, why I like this mod slowing down my progress. I have no idea that this shit is right next to me. No fucking clue that everybody is so much bigger than I am. They all have advanced starts on, and I think they've been a lot luckier with their hyperlink connection. Oh my god, just like so much luckier with their hyperlink connections. Y'all don't happen to have Trappist over there, no? Good. Alright, good, that's right here. I might rush these. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is doing what I wanted it to do. It looks like the AI is actually having a chance to take off without me interfering. Yeah, looks good. A lot of the AI's performance is due to them having the advanced start, and I cannot emphasize enough just how amazing of a difference aesthetic cinematic gameplay makes. Their gameplay rebalances does a huge favor for the AI. That company accompanied with Hemotep's dynamic difficulty, it makes the AI not a joke. Not a joke. Is this a devouring swarm? No, this is a pious principality of Karzu. They're something that I can't check out. Oh, I guess I can. Oh my god. Pious principality of Karzu. You're right. The observer hasn't made contact. Oh, they're pacifist, fanatic, spiritualists. They're not that bad. And then Commonwealth of Man. They're not that bad. Actually, none of these look... None of these look that dangerous. Huh. Well, yeah, I'm fine with that. I can live with that. Something's gone wrong here. You should have more than one system. You should have many more than one system. Oh, and this Fallen Empire spawned with only one system, too. Alright, I'll have to take a look at that once I'm out of here. Make sure that the, Fallen Empires are spawning with... Yeah, what the fuck? They're all spawning with one system. This might not be me. This might be a different mod that, changes this. Weird. Weird. Well, anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, this is it for today. Until tomorrow, I'm gonna say toodaloo, take care, I'll see you then, bye-bye.